Yeah. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Yeah. Woo. Hey. We in Westside. Misfits. Yeah. You're independent. This the mix. You need to get up in it. 3 to 5, the show be lit from start to finish. Hit 'em up to slide through and promote your business. DJLab known to keep the hottest record spinning. Mix a lot and Tay Mac discuss the hottest topic. Those now the 2000 gonna let you know what's really poppin'. Miss Slick gon' make sure she get the angles right. Making moves even though she staying out of sight. Check the website, Misfits Media Group. Keep it 100 cause that's how they gon' give it to you. Something for anyone and everyone from every walk. 365, 24/7, got music and talk. Sundays, you know we getting in the mix. 3 to 5 with Westside Misfits. Kick facts, play music, and talk slick. Tell a friend they get in the mix. Tell a friend they get in the mix. Tell a friend they get in the mix. Sundays, you know we getting in the mix. From 3 to 5 with Westside Misfits. We in the mix, we in the mix, we in the mix. 3 to 5, we live. Tell a friend they get in the mix.
Sitting in my room, waiting for the afternoon so I can finally tune in with my friends. Talk about good times, music, laughs, and easy vibes. You can share whatever's on your mind. 'Cause we're just misfits, regardless of your distance. You can always find a place called home on Misfits Radio.
Yeah. Misfits Radio, Westside Misfits in the building. All my other hosts are not here. So, I got our intern host, K-Lady 75, right? 17.
K-Lady 17.
We got K-Lady 17 in the building. Yep. She always hosts with us every other week, so she is like a member of Westside Misfits too. I thank you for helping me with this show today.
You're welcome.
Everybody else seems to be so busy with other things, but here we are.
What's up?
K-Lady in the building.
Can't forget about Slick 316.
See how you helping me? And as always, Slick 316 is in the building, doing her thing as producer from other areas, other locations. But she is in the building. My bad. Okay, so how was your weekend?
My weekend, I kind of rested this weekend.
Okay.
Oh, so Friday night I went to Welcome to Atlanta car show. Little block party.
Okay.
So that was for Rick Ross kind of thing, but it wasn't hosted by Rick Ross.
It was just somebody trying to make money off the name.
Well, no. So MJD Stuntman, you know, he does his own car shows.
Okay.
So I follow him because he always does his own car shows.
Okay.
So he did his own little thing Friday night because, you know, he Welcome to Atlanta.
Okay.
So it was over off of Mount Zion.
Okay, in Morrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he always hosts his things off of Mount Zion, unless it's like the real big car shows.
Uh-huh.
He got some sense. He take his shit to the country typically.
Not in the middle of the city.
Not in the middle of the city.
Okay.
So whenever he hosts his big car shows, like what Rick Ross does, he take his to the country.
Okay.
And he have some property that's down in the country.
Okay.
And everybody go down there.
Okay.
But so we're gonna talk about Rick Ross thing.
Okay.
So he did end up hosting it. So last year he did 7,000 people.
I don't know.
Last year he had 7,000 people.
Okay.
This year I'm pretty sure he broke those numbers.
Okay.
Tickets were as low as $300 some.
Low. You said as low as $300.
As low as $300.
Okay.
That was the lowest ticket.
$300 to see a bunch of cars.
Yeah. And then they was paying $100 to park.
Okay.
And you either pay over there. The neighbors got into it this year, so they was charging you to park in their areas.
Okay.
They were taking their little golf carts and bring you over. And then they were as far as Tara Boulevard.
Parking.
parking, and then he will have a bus to bring you all the way over to there.
But it was $300 no matter where you park. I mean, it's $100 no matter where you park.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the neighbors were charging $100 too.
To park.
To park.
Yeah. Let me see how many people we could have got in the driveway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could have got at least 6 people easily in the driveway.
When I went to the Caribbean Festival last weekend, Memorial Day weekend, you know, it's over at it was at Westside Park.
Okay.
So, you know, if you get in the neighborhood, have you been to Westside Park?
I have never been there.
Okay, so Westside Park is off of Old Bankhead, Donna Lee Hollowell.
Okay.
It's in the middle of the neighborhood.
Okay, I might have been there before. I just don't know the name of the parks.
Yeah, so they revamped it and redid it and everything. So people were charging to park in their house, and they were charging like $20 to park in their yard.
Okay.
And these people was very creative. They had at least 20 cars.
And they parked.
In their yard.
In their yards.
Yes. They was very creative on how they did this. I was like, oh, y'all some pros at this. So they could have got more than 6 cars if they was creative. And
Okay. And that was for Caribbean Fest.
That was for Caribbean Fest last weekend.
I heard something about Caribbean Fest. It was somebody who said, who was that? I don't know if I was talking to him in person on Instagram. And they was like, my grandmama and them was like, well, all these half-naked women walking around. And then they was like, I think it was last Sunday on the You Had Your show. I was talking about his grandparents, his auntie, and them was like, it's all these half-naked women walking around. And I guess because that's the way they would dress for the Caribbean.
Yeah, so they would dress like how they do in Carnival. So, yeah, they would dress like that.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah. You would have loved it.
Out.
You would have loved the labs.
No.
Yeah. So, yeah, they will dress.
I don't like to see naked women that I can't touch.
Okay.
That's like going to a strip club and they trying to make you feel like you the only person that matter. I know better. You ain't gonna break me, shorty.
But, so, it was a lot of people there. So, I ended up going... I cruised the strip last night just to see how it was. So all the parking lots was full. The parking lot where Harold's was, it was full yesterday afternoon from what I seen on Instagram and everything. It was full. It took like people 20 minutes to get out the parking lot.
Okay.
So they were just posted up in every parking lot. Last night people had their chairs out
in the parking lot.
In the parking lot, sitting on the end of the street on National, watching the cars come up and down the road. The bikers were out. They had food trucks out last night, drink trucks, anything that you wanted last night, you could have got it.
So it was just so it was no car show. They were just hanging out.
Yeah, last night, they were just hanging out after the car show, just cruising up and down the road.
Would you have paid $300 to see that?
Fuck no.
I mean, it's just a bunch of cars. I guess they nice cars though, right?
Yeah, so the cars that I seen Friday night, there were some nice cars. It was a green Impala that I seen, and it was like he had like the some skeletons and stuff. Cause I love cars, so I'm into cars, but I'm not into it to pay $300.
Okay.
And he had like ghost work that came out into the car, and it was like a ghost.
Okay.
And it was fire as fuck. But so
and he was in the car show.
I'm pretty sure he was in the car show.
Okay.
Cause
I guess my question is, if I'm paying $300 to go to the car show,
I don't know how
and
much
these cars are driving down the street later on. Why not just wait till later on?
So they weren't. Some of those cars weren't driving down the street later on. Some of them had them on the trailers, and they just had them parked. But yeah, so that's why I went last night. So since I couldn't see y'all, I wore over there. So I seen a lot of the cars.
Okay.
And a lot of the cars was on the trailers and stuff like that. Some of them was covered, some of them weren't. Some of them was squatted out. Do you know what squat mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So some of them was squatted.
High front, low back.
Yeah.
That's what we call it. We saw that first time. We saw trucks like that was in South Carolina. All the trucks in South Carolina was high front, low backs.
Yeah, so they had a lot of squats, and it was a lot of cars. It was a lot of nice cars. So I don't even know how much they had to pay to be in the car show.
See, yeah. If I'm paying $300 to get in there, how much do I pay for my car in there?
Yeah.
Or was the cars they put in there free? Then Rick Ross charged $300 so he could pay them.
Yeah, I doubt it.
You don't think so?
Nah.
I think maybe he yeah, Slick say that she right, they tore a lot of the cars in. Yeah, but if I could see 20 of them coming down the street later on, I'm just gonna wait till later on.
Yeah, that's what I did. I saw a lot of them on the street, and I saw a lot of them on Instagram, and then the ones I saw Friday night, I was straight.
I mean, $50, yeah.
Yeah.
$75, okay, but not $300.
Yeah, not $300.
And do they get a concert with it?
Some people, he did have performance.
Okay.
It wasn't.
It wasn't no top tier.
It wasn't no top tier.
Okay. Well, I mean, he got some people to pay for it, so who am I to complain, right?
Yeah, he got a lot of people to pay for it.
Right.
Yeah, because they was shoulder to shoulder out there.
No, but let me ask you a question, though. Do you think they were actually, all the people that was out there were actually going to the show, or they were just hanging out, waiting for later on? Like hanging out on Old National, maybe all of them didn't go to the show.
The ones, now what I saw in his yard, he had a lot of motherfuckers that did.
His yard, okay.
Yeah, he had a lot of motherfuckers there.
Okay.
Yeah, they was, when I say they was
shoulder to shoulder.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Okay.
I'm like, y'all some dumb motherfuckers. Y'all probably ain't paid y'all rent.
Well, you can't be seen paying the rent. We're trying to be seen.
Hey.
We're trying to be seen at the Rick Ross.
Yeah, so.
Slick say, them people get to say that their car was at Rick Ross show. That they put the car in the show.
Do they get a stamp or something?
I mean, I guess the stamp is that it was at Rick Ross show. That's the stamp. No, that's not a good enough stamp. Like when you
I win something at Rick Ross car show?
When you post it up, you like, bam. I was at the Rick Ross show. You get what I'm saying? Like,
no.
No. Okay, well, I'm trying to help you out.
You ain't trying to help me. You trying to help them.
Slick said a lot of people want to be there to see celebrities. What do you think it was any celebrities there?
I know. I think Diddy went. I think Diddy. I think Diddy and Miami went. I think a lot of the celebrities do show up to that.
Oh, okay. And they bring their cars and stuff because they do be having bets and stuff. I heard like they have Rick Ross bet somebody his car better than his car, something like that.
Yeah.
You know.
So I know a lot of celebrities went last year. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they were seen because they be up there.
Right.
But it ain't like they walking in the crowd. The hell?
Right. They was basically in the house.
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'm glad he had a successful event.
He probably gonna get fined the fuck out of. I'm pretty sure what is he in? Fulton County?
Or
what's that? Fayetteville. He in Fayetteville. So what county is that? Whatever county that is, they finna find the shit out of him. They finna.
No, but he got the permit to do it though.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. He finally got approved.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he got the permit to do it. Once he came in with a better plan, they did give him a permit. Eventually, it was at the last minute.
Oh.
But they gave him one.
Because they knew he was going to do it anyway.
Right. I mean, it's his property.
That's how I was looking at it. It's his property. I understand the traffic, because that traffic be horrible. Mm-hmm. But it's his house. It's his property. He can do what he want to do at his house.
It's in Fayette County.
Fayette County.
Fayette is in Fayette County.
Okay.
Fayetteville's in Fayette County.
Okay.
Yeah, so he get to do what he want on his own property, right?
Yeah.
So it's not his property no more. All right, moving on from that.
So I seen Boosie is building houses and streets on his property.
Right. I saw that too a couple days ago. It's for his family though.
Yeah.
Like each one of his family members gonna get a house on that street.
Yeah.
And the street's gonna be named after his sons, right, or his children.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I didn't know his property was that big. When I go by, it don't look like his property. I didn't think his property was that big.
But a lot of times people be owning the woods behind the house. Like you may have a house on half an acre, but you also own the woods behind the house.
Yeah, so I was like, I didn't know that property.
Be a total of 5 acres. You just don't see it because it's got so much wooded area, and you have to get it cleared out.
Yeah, but he building streets and shit.
I mean, you could do that. I mean, think about how close these houses are in some of these subdivisions. Like Anawaki, look how close those houses are. I mean, if you get houses that close to each other,
Yeah.
I mean, how many streets is he? I think he's building one street. Like,
No, I think he built more than one street.
I mean, but
He got more than one son.
have you seen the house though? Like,
They
like
just started.
townhouses.
Yeah, they like townhouses.
yeah, I mean, you get 300 townhouses on one block. I mean, that's.
But I thought that was cool that he's building it.
Yeah, I think it's for his family. I don't think he's
Yeah.
gonna be selling it.
Yeah,
to
it's
anybody.
for his family, but he need to put a fence or some shit up.
Well, he probably will eventually.
Yeah, he ain't got shit up.
But when you do a construction like that, you don't want nothing to impede the construction workers from coming in. Like, you don't want to put a fence up before they start construction because they'll damage your fence.
Yeah, but after he get done, cause have you rolled by his?
Where is it at?
It's right off of Fairburn Palmetto Road.
Oh, up there. Okay.
Yeah, it's off of Fairburn Palmetto Road.
Going up to Palmetto.
Going
Going up that way.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's kind of between
Noonan.
It's not even before you get to Noonan. It's right out of Union City.
Okay. I thought he lived in others. I didn't know he lived here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he might have just bought some more property next to. I mean,
Yeah.
you'd be surprised how much property you actually own if it's got a bunch of woods behind it. You
Yeah.
own the woods all the way up to the end to the line of the next person's property. So, and he might not be putting that many streets in there. People always go. People always go. Make it seem like they put more property out than they
And you know,
got
Boosie
more
be
than
doing
they-
the most though.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's worth like $20 million. It's not, it's not doing that much. If he's worth that much,
Don't do Boosie like
yeah,
that.
let's not get overboard with that. Right.
What they say?
Can't be any different from Lionsgate dropping a studio complex in the middle of Douglasville. Yeah, they building a
Oh, they
complex.
building two.
Yeah,
Cause it's two parts to that.
yeah. Not to mention from Tyler Perry, who did the same thing. So Tyler Perry got all that land up there. He built that. Well, how much is his house worth? $200 million.
Yeah, but there's two parts to that Lionsgate. So they building the part that's down there by the Lee Road across the street from the Publix.
Oh,
So
right,
that's
right.
that part,
Uh-huh.
and then the other part is up there by the courthouse.
Right,
Those
right.
townhouses
That
and
that's gonna all be for studio personnel and stuff, right? So they're gonna be living there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or something. I don't know what they got going on, but I know it's two parts because that part that where across from Publix goes there, and then it's supposed to go all the way back,
Yeah.
you saying.
But
So
then I think they got another. If you go down Fairburn a little bit further, right before you cross over into Fulton, right before you cross that bridge over into South Fulton, there's another. They building some more right there.
oh, are they?
I think so. You gotta think about. I mean, Douglasville will sell anything, man. These motherfuckers put anything anywhere. We don't need no more traffic out here. Like,
That's what I said.
like real deal.
They really don't, because 20 is chaotic enough.
Right. Like, we don't need no more traffic out here. But Douglasville people don't care, man. They selling every square inch of this city. Every square inch.
So when I seen the blueprints of the one across the street from the Publix right there at Lee Road, I was like, this is going to be massive.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it's going all the way back because they're supposed to have like hotels. It's supposed to be the actual studio because it's supposed to be kind of set up. I think like the one in, what is that, Peachtree City? What is that? That studio that's down there behind the hospital. And
I don't know which one. I don't know which one it is. But why didn't they just buy Tyler Perry's old studio and fix that up?
I have no
He
idea.
got a studio still over there with Greenbrier, right?
Yeah.
They moved to the other place in College Park, right?
Yeah,
I ain't just buy that.
because they don't want to be in the hood. Stop playing, Laz. You know that. You know they don't want to be in the hood.
Man. Slick said we live 5 minutes from the Douglasville building. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Man, they trying to sell everything. I guess it's just all they see is tax dollars. They don't see the impact of the people who live in the city, get back and forth and all that stuff. They don't care about that part. All they care about is the tax dollars, and they don't do anything with the tax dollars to prove anything around here. We don't get no roads, no. I mean, we got that little road that they built down the street, but they ain't doing nothing else.
And they still ain't finished with it, are they?
No, they still got stuff to do. If they finish it, they got gypped.
Right.
But I think they still working on that. But I think that's more of, they're doing that more because, they get government government tax dollars for road and for infrastructure improvement. And if they don't use them dollars,
they lose it.
They lose it, and then the next year they don't get the same amount. So a lot of times, like that road going up there where they blocked off all the businesses right there, they didn't need to build that road right there. It's stupid because you still go the same way. It's dumb. It's dumb to me. Like, and all them businesses right there that was there, that now it's under a bridge, you can't even see them.
And then they took away the parking. So over there where the Gumbo's at, when they did that, they took away the parking on the other side that we was using. And I'm like, and then they want you to use that parking deck in the back. But that parking deck is not safe for you to be walking all the way in the back. I don't need parking back there. I'll kiss my grits.
And Gumbo's ain't that good to be trying to, allegedly, to be trying to risk my life to go to anyway, so.
Well, I be going to other folks' stuff. You know, you got Crew, Crew Douglasville, you got other stuff up there I be trying to go to.
Crew ain't there no more, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, Slick said she thought it was gone because all the green stuff inside was gone.
They still there.
When the last time you was there?
Right around my birthday.
When was that? March?
Yeah.
I think they gone.
They not gone because they just posted they doing Tequila Tuesdays.
This week?
Yeah, starting Tuesday, they're doing Tequila Tuesday.
She thought it was gone because she looked in, and I thought so too. But I said, if it's gone, it's because they got the wrong side of interest. They should have interest on the opposite side where Gumbo's at.
They be going through a lot with the county.
Okay.
So they be having a lot because I talk to the owners when I go in there, and they be going back and forth with the county about their liquor license and their hookah license, trying to get the hookah and stuff in there.
No.
So they be going back and forth with the county a lot.
They just not big enough. They was like,
so
Lionsgate Studios, they'll get a hookah license and liquor license. No problems.
Right. But when they first, because it's an upstairs and downstairs.
No, I don't. I ain't never been there.
Oh, okay. So it's an upstairs and downstairs. So they had that whole corner building, and when they bought it, or when they rented it, or whatever they doing, I can't remember if she told me they bought it or leasing it. The concept was to have the patio outside, the inside downstairs, and then there's some steps that go upstairs. They was building that whole part out, and they kept going back and forth with the county with the projects and the permits. So they was like, okay, they was losing money and not opening, so they went on and opened it with just the downstairs. And when they opened it, they couldn't open with hookahs, because they couldn't get the ventilation right. So then they was closing it back down to build out the upstairs, and then to get the ventilation right, so they could start doing the hookahs. So then they opened back up and they got the hookahs, and then I think they still trying to get the ventilation and upstairs done.
Black folks at Crew.
Yeah, Crew
is having such a hard time.
Yeah, Crew is a black-owned establishment.
That's why they having such a hard time. They would have been a little shade lighter. They might have been okay.
Yeah. So what happened is the county didn't know who Crew was, and apparently after they approved them to come out here, then it was like they found out that Crew was a black-owned, and it was like they thought there was this and this, because Crew is it's a franchise establishment, and each establishment is ran differently.
What difference does it make who owned it or not? Like, what difference does it make if it was a black-owned establishment or not after you approve the permits? What difference does it make?
Because some establishments are ran differently. Some are ran wilder than others, allegedly.
What does it have to do with the price of tea in China? You already approved it. It's too late.
Hey. So they doing everything they can.
Douglasville got all this killing and robbing going on. They worry about somebody liquor license to open the building. Man, they better get with it. Stop acting so damn childish.
Hey, I'm just telling you. So that's what, because every time I go in there, I always talk to the owners.
Yeah. It's always something with dealing with these county folks, man. It's like you buy a property, you got to get their permission to do anything on that property. You still pay taxes on the property.
Yep.
Then you got to get them to approve the property stuff that you do on it, and you paying taxes to do these stuff. It's like, to do these things, man, it's all a racket. It's all a racket.
Yep.
Anyway. Okay, so yeah, Slick said she thought Crew looked empty, but looked naked.
Yeah.
Maybe we doing some stuff in there.
Yeah. So, but they supposed to start Tequila Tuesdays, or Crew. It's called Crew Tuesday with tequila shots or something on Tuesday, starting this Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Cool. So, what else we got going on today?
So,
what else is on your mind?
The mommy makeovers seem like they're becoming more and more dangerous.
What's all? I've heard of that, but what's all include? What do you know what that entails?
The mommy makeovers. So it's like a tummy tuck, liposuction. Some of them include the BBLs. It's just like you getting
The whole body done.
the whole body done.
Yeah.
But just I'm gonna say the cosmetic surgery in itself.
It's getting dangerous.
It's becoming dangerous, and what's happening is a lot of these doctors are not vetting and doing what they supposed to do anymore because all they see is the dollar.
You know, they supposed to do certain tests before they even put you under.
Yep.
Like do certain things, test your heart rate and all that stuff.
They supposed to check your blood pressure. They supposed to check and make sure your weight is a certain thing. They supposed to make sure you're not on any medications or anything like that before they do these things. And they're not doing them. And a lot of time, people are going like out of state or out of the country to get these done because they could find somebody that could do it maybe a little bit cheaper or a little bit faster.
Yeah.
And then, you know, typically when you have these done, they supposed to monitor you and watch you. And then, like, what was it, last year or the year before last, we had all those women that was on the plane flying back here.
Okay.
They weren't supposed to really do that. When you go out of state or out of the city, you supposed to stay there
Couple of days.
for a couple of days for them to monitor you. And they was flying back like the next day. That's why they couldn't sit on the plane. That's why they having trouble sitting in this wheelchair. They're not supposed to fly right back out because the doctors are supposed to be able to monitor you at least for a week.
Right.
When you have these, Slick says a breast lift, a tummy tuck, and a lipo.
Okay.
When you have these surgeries and they're not doing that anymore.
Do you think? Let me say this: it's more out of the country than it is out of state, right? Because wouldn't the states have to follow the same rules as each rule?
Not all these classes, not all these people are even board certified.
So they just doing something.
They're just doing something.
Yeah. See, like me, you know, I dream very heavily, and I'm scared to go on anesthesia because I'm afraid I get too deep into a dream or something, and it'll scare me. It scares me to death to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
It scares me to death. So I'm scared to go under anesthesia because I just don't know. And then my heart rate is kind of irregular sometimes. So I'm scared to go under anesthesia.
Yeah, like, if people don't have to these days, don't do it. But I know everybody want their body to look a certain way and things like that. Like, I definitely want a tummy tuck. Like, this tummy, I don't had 2 surgeries, and my tummy won't go down like it used to. Even though I work out, it don't go down. But I've been under before,
Right.
and I have a problem with anesthesia.
Okay.
And so with me knowing I have a problem with anesthesia, it's just not me to be choosing an elective surgery because I know I have a problem in coming out of it.
Yeah.
So
That's what I'm afraid I won't come out of it. Like, I'll be under. I'm scared of it. I'm really scared of it. Like, I'm like, man, because I dream so hard. Like, I dream very heavily now without anesthesia. They say, oh, it's the best sleep you have. That's the problem I'm having.
yeah,
Because
it takes them, like how it's supposed to only take them like maybe 20 to 30 minutes to bring somebody out from under. It takes them almost 2 to 3 hours to bring me from under.
yeah, see, I'll be scared to death.
And the longer I'm under, the longer it takes them to bring me from under. So with me knowing that, I don't choose elective surgery.
Yeah.
But these doctors are not vetting and doing. So at one point, like when I had lost all my weight prior, right after I got my divorce, I had lost a lot of weight. And my booty, I lost my shape in my booty. And I was like, shit, where'd my booty go? and so I had honestly thought about BBL because BBL wasn't popping.
Okay.
Like then, people was getting them, but they popping BBL like candy now.
Right.
And so I had found a doctor, and the doctor, he told me, he's like, he said, you could find somebody that do it. He said, but you lost too much weight. He said you don't have the body fat to do a BBL.
To maintain it.
To maintain it and to get it. He said, I would have to pull fat from everywhere out of your body in order to give you a BBL. And he said, that's not healthy. He said, because he was like, he said, I would have to pull the fat from your underarm, your side of your stomach. He said, at that time I didn't have a stomach. He said, I would have to pull fat from your back, your thighs. He said, that's me pulling too much fat. And he said, and then we're only supposed to pull so much fat anyway.
Okay.
He said, I would recommend you not doing it. He said, you can find somebody that will do it without a problem. He said, but your recovery and however long you will be under, I wouldn't recommend it. And this was a black surgeon. He was board certified. And he said, so I just wouldn't recommend you doing it. And I said, okay, I appreciate your honesty. And then I never looked at it again. And that's what's not happening. And so it may be happening, and people are like, nah, I'll find somebody.
Well, I find, cause like he told you, you probably could find somebody to do it. They probably just find somebody to do it. Like, Slick went and she wanted to get the edema from her legs pulled. And I was like, I'm afraid if I pull it, it's just going to get worse later on. Because I can pull it and then it may go down, but then your legs may be bigger than they are now. So he's like, I would recommend it. And I was thankful for him, because you never know, with that happening, that could have happened. Her legs could have been, she couldn't probably be able to walk no more.
Right.
That's what he said. He said, you probably wouldn't be able to walk no more. If I did it, it'd swole up because it wouldn't be able to go down. I was like, well, nah.
Let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
So and that's not what's happening.
Slick says anesthesia is the best dope. She has had several surgeries. Yeah, you come out of anesthesia easy, but
yeah, people that don't.
I'm scared to go. I've never had surgery. Thank the Almighty. The
so
universe.
You never had to have teeth pulled under anesthesia or nothing?
No, I never had surgery. Never been on anesthesia at all.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not trying to jinx myself, but we having a conversation. I've never had a broken leg, any of that stuff. So, and I played hard as a child. I'm surprised. I guess somebody watching over me, but yeah, that's never happened.
So even when I have dental work, they have to put me under anesthesia because I'm allergic to regular pain, regular medication that they use. So they have to put me under anesthesia.
No, they just numb the gums in my areas. But no, I didn't. Never been on anesthesia yet.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to get that colon done. Colon, what they call it?
The colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy.
Yeah,
I gotta go under for that. And I was like, ain't no way you could do it.
You could do the other thing, the little heart, the heart guard.
I could just be live. He's like, no.
You can do the little heart guard. What you do? You poop in a little bucket or cup or some shit, and you send it back into the doctor.
Yeah, but I don't want to be just sending my crap regularly in the mail. And they got all my DNA right there in my crap. No, I don't want to be. That's embarrassing anyway. Plus, the doctor said you could do that, but if we find something, you're gonna have to do the colonoscopy anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
So just do it all at once and call it a day. And I'm like, you right, but dang, I don't want to go under. I don't.
That's why I haven't scheduled my colonoscopy.
I don't want to go under at all. So
yeah,
I'm a little chicken when it comes to that.
Yeah. But I just think these people, these doctors, they the government is not regulating them. Everybody is, and people are not even knowing that everybody does these surgeries are not even
board certified,
or not even cosmetic surgeons.
But isn't that easy to check though? Like if I'm with me. If I'm going somewhere and I've never been there,
people ain't checking.
I'm going to read the reviews. I'm going to look at other stuff, especially if I'm getting a surgery.
People
I'm
ain't
look
checking.
Up stuff just to see.
People ain't checking.
Shit, when I go to the hospital, I look up how the hospital treats you.
People don't check that.
Ish.
People are not checking that shit.
They need to check that stuff. Like, you really need to check. Not only if it's dangerous, but what if you get an infection or something like that happens to where, they can have infections where it can run off your whole body part. Like, people don't think of stuff like that. I think of that stuff. Like, I'm going to look at it first. I'm going to look.
Yeah, it's a lot of people, and people don't realize this, but it's a lot of people that's dying from these cosmetic surgeries now. And people are not paying attention and listening.
Is it too much stress? It's just too much stress on their bodies a lot of time, huh?
Sometimes it's too much stress because sometimes they're going back to back.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it's the doctor because the doctor been on fucked up.
Then they gotta go back anyway.
And they can't go back. And then sometimes these people are coming out with these botched ass surgery. Have you seen some of these people, these fucked up ass booties? Did you know your ass was finna be looking like a dump truck?
Some people want to look like dump trucks.
Nah, they looking like this square round dump truck. Your ass is not round, ma'am. Your ass is square as shit. And then they gotta go back to get it fixed.
Yeah.
Cause you don't wanna walk around looking fucked up like this, cause the doctor is not finna fix it.
Well, I mean, I guess it's all sacrifice everything for beauty, right? But some of these BBLs I've seen on Instagram and stuff, it's like, nah. It's just sometimes be too much, but then it just don't look right. It's like,
It don't look right. It don't match.
Nah. You know what? I like nice asses and titties. Don't get me wrong, but if you gotta go to extremes to get it, just pass. I'm still fuck with you anyway. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. I'm not gonna be worried about that type of shit. But if you already got ass and titties, all right, let's work with them. Let's see what we could work with. We could squish together or something. I mean, whatever it takes to make it happen, we can make it happen. We ain't gotta go through no damn surgeries to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of BBLs, Slick say a lot of BBLs don't look good, and the surgery is hard. Then people have to have air pockets in their ass and have to roll shit on it to keep it smooth.
Yeah, because they had to wear them suits, and then they had to go get the massages to get the
fat moving around. Then what if people don't realize fat can die. Fat becomes dead cells. You know that, right? If it's moved and put somewhere else, sometimes it can die off. And that's where you get those little black spots on your booty from the surgery, because the fat is dying. Fat cells are dying. And people don't realize that. I look up all this shit. I read so much, and I'll be sitting there reading something, and I'll come across something. So let me go look that up, see what happens. And then I get to the Journal of Medicine every 2 months. Not reading that.
And then now I get the questions. Can I ask you something? Yes, my ass is real.
Right.
My ass is real. I was born with this ass. You can't tell. I got dimples in my shit. You can't see the little pits.
Well, they gotta ask. Shit, I mean, some people get them, they look, but you can tell by your legs, though. Your legs are big. Like, Slick legs are big, so you're not gonna ask her, is her dump truck real? Because, she got a big old ass. Like, you be like, is that real? You can't ask her that because her legs so big.
I'm like, that's what I be asked. I say, you don't see my legs? You don't see the dimples of the match? Like, I got dimples and big ass legs. The shit matching.
Well, they will ask you where you got it done at. Well, I mean, I don't understand what's the point of asking the question.
I guess because they so used to everybody having fake asses.
Well,
my shit is real. I'm a real Georgia peach.
Georgia peaches ain't the only ones that have real asses. Jesus Christ.
If they in Chicago, they came from Mississippi.
Yeah. Bullshit.
They came off.
I met a few in Chicago that wasn't from no damn Mississippi.
They family line was.
Nah, not the ones I just met.
They family line was from Mississippi.
Nah,
they came off that river.
They motherfuckers was if they was from Mississippi, it was 15 generations removed.
They line came off that Mississippi River. Don't let them fool you.
I said plenty of them in Chicago. Has nothing to do with the South. Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me. I know one in particular that was not from the South. I know her personally. Trump type.
Her family line from the South.
Okay. All right. Moving on. What else is on your mind today? The KK Show. Westside Misfits presents.
So, we're going to talk about my dating life.
Oh, are you dating again? Are you back on the market?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying not to be loud.
I know you said you was gonna try to act. It'd be you.
This was not me loud.
It'd be you.
This was not me.
You put too much pressure on these dudes.
To act normal?
Nah.
The fuck?
You be putting too much pressure on motherfuckers.
To act normal and consistent?
I just be listening to you. You be putting pressure on these motherfuckers.
To act normal and consistent? That's pressure?
Pressure. Okay. What happened this time?
Well, it's the last guy. It was him.
Okay.
So, so we haven't been back on a date.
Okay.
So I was like, okay.
What did you do prior to him not going back on dates with you? What did you do to him prior to that?
Nothing. He like being in the streets.
Okay, so what's wrong with that? You don't want him up under you all the time, right?
I don't want him up under me, but we got to see each other sometime.
Okay, so
He in the streets 5 to 7 days a week. He in the streets every night.
Well, some women say they don't want no nigga in their face every day. Maybe a couple hours a day.
So my thing is, he was like, he too busy to go out on a date with me, but you not too busy to be in the streets over here.
Well, go be in the streets with him.
He don't want me in the streets with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you call him up and say, "Hey, babe, where you at?" He be like, "I'm over here." You be
He
like,
ain't gonna tell me where he at.
Well, he cheating on you.
Yeah, he ain't gonna tell me where he at.
He cheating on you.
Yeah.
He got somebody else.
So
he going to see. I'm sorry, homie, but you got somebody else you going
Yeah.
to see. There's no way that if you with a woman and y'all fucking and she calls you up and says, "Where you at?" and you gonna be like, "Oh, I don't want you coming over here." Hell no, I'm gonna give you the address. Let you slide through. If you gonna come through.
Yeah, he don't give me the address. He don't tell me where he at. He don't tell me until the next day where he was.
And then that's when you need to apply pressure to his ass. Be like, "Why you ain't just tell me that?" But that day I wouldn't have came through, or I might have came through. What's
so then I was like, so when we make plans, like I say, we ain't gonna even go out. Just I slide through your place and just come over and kick it with you for a few minutes, and then you can go out or whatever. Cause I'm gonna be in the streets. You know, I'll be in the streets just as much.
Okay.
So
if he called you up and said, "Where you at?" and you gonna tell him where you at, he can slide through.
Nah.
Okay, so y'all got the same thing going on.
Well, I would have.
Okay.
In the beginning.
I thought prior.
Yeah, prior, yes.
Okay.
But now, nah.
Okay.
So like I'm like, let me come through or whatever, and he was like, all right. And then I was like, you good? You ready for me to come over? Nigga don't answer the phone. And then I called him like a couple hours later. He'll answer. I was like, what happened? He was like, oh, so and so called. I was like, and you left? Like, the fuck?
Yeah, he didn't appreciate it. I don't know.
So I'm like, fuck it. He asked me to fall back. I fell back.
Did he ask you to fall back?
He said, did we have to talk every day? I was like, no. He was like, I was like, we gotta talk every day.
All right, do we have to see each other every day?
He was like, we gotta see each other. He was like, I need to miss you. We don't see each other every day now, nigga. How much missing me you need?
Where he from? Westside?
Nigga from Kankakee.
Oh. Yeah, they're from Illinois. He cook Kankakee. That's a little bit place. There ain't nothing in Kankakee, but nothing. There ain't no jobs in Kankakee. Ain't nothing in Kankakee. They gonna close that seat down soon.
So I was like, fuck it. You got it. So I fell back. And so now he telling me I'm a stranger. Bitch, I'm a stranger? You asked me to fall back.
Right.
I fell back. You
Right.
not used to this. So yesterday when I talked to him, I said, you remember when we first started talking? He said, yeah, what about it? I said, the very first thing that came out of your mouth was, you wanted a Georgia peach that was naturally built, that accepted you for who you was, that you could rock with, that you could have a good time with, and they give you what you wanted.
Okay.
I said, so you got what you asked for. I said, but now you don't want it. He said, I thought I could handle it, but I can't handle you. I said, all right, bet, run it.
What is it that he can't handle? You falling back when he tell you to fall back?
Yeah. So he can't handle what he asked for. So I gave him what he wanted initially. He couldn't handle that. He can't handle somebody falling the fuck back. He's used to, you know how you say y'all the prize?
I say I'm the prize. I don't know about no other niggas.
But he's used to motherfuckers chasing him, I think, and running behind him and shit like that. That's not me. Like, I give you some energy when I think you want some energy, and when I see you don't want the energy, I'm kicking out.
Yeah. If they've been running behind him like that, yeah, he is generally used to that, and you're not doing that, so he don't know how to handle that. So he done put you back on the market. He placed you back out there. When we gonna hear? Y'all finna get married, y'all.
I don't know. So I'm talking to another guy, and he don't know how to cook.
What else he don't know how to do?
I don't know.
Well, how old is he?
43, 40.
How the fuck do a 43, 44-year-old man
I'm
don't
learning.
know how to cook?
So you remember before we came on air, I said these men are needy?
Uh-huh.
I'm learning a lot of men don't know how to cook.
Well, I mean, but like real deal, like.
Because, so from my understanding, from me just talking to the guys and asking questions, because there's a lot of men that I've just ran through and just had chats with, and I asked, how the fuck you don't know how to cook at your old age?
Right.
They was like, they mamas told them not to be in the kitchen, and they've always been with a woman. I said, so nowhere in your life thought process was for you to go and cook something? No?
But who the fuck wants to be? Well, so when they ain't with a woman, then what they do? Go eat out all the time?
Yes.
Who the fuck wants to be have to have my livelihood in some other woman's hand? Because to be honest, you motherfuckers are wishy-washy too. So like, I'm not gonna be waiting for a woman to make me something to fucking eat. Like, if you don't want to cook me nothing to eat, for me, it's fuck you. I cook my own food because I know how to cook. I've been cooking since I was 10. You get what I'm saying? Like, I've been cooking but my mama wasn't around like that, so I had to get how I live. You feel what I'm saying? But I've been cooking shit for a long time. Like, I don't need no. See, what y'all women problem be? I'm gonna tell y'all the 100% truth. Slick say he like to chase. I'm gonna tell y'all the 100% truth. Y'all women be wanting y'all types, the tall, all that old bullshit, the kind that can protect you at the club. But them niggas don't fucking do shit. Them niggas don't cook. Them niggas want to be chased. Them niggas want cheat on you. And then the other niggas like me, a little shorter, but educated, got a good job, can cook. Don't need you to do shit but fuck me, basically. Y'all look right over our fucking asses because we not y'all fucking types. And then y'all gonna complain about all the fucking time can't find the fucking right man. Well, look down a little bit. Look around the corner a little bit. Look around that nigga that's your type a little bit, and then you might find the right motherfucker. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't have a height type. I don't have a certain height.
Right.
You just can't be shorter than me.
Right, but
you can't
shit, short men know how to climb mountains.
You can't be shorter than me.
How shorter than you talking about? How tall are you?
5'7". You can't be shorter than me. We could be the same height, but you can't be shorter than me.
Yeah, but that shorter than you man might be the one that just like.
I don't want to be looking down on a nigga.
Shit, nigga want to look up to you. So like, look at this motherfucker right here. I'm finna tear this big motherfucker up.
Yeah. I can't look down to a nigga. Nah, I feel like I'm looking at a kid at that point.
Damn.
No.
A kid.
I'm looking at a kid at that point.
So he whip out that thing, and it ain't kid like.
No. It may be a inchy.
But let me ask you a question: if he had money, would you look down at him then? Like
No.
if he were rich?
No.
Because sometimes rich make a nigga tall, make his ugly go away, and make that stomach disappear.
Money ain't it for me.
Okay.
I've had some guys that wanted to holler at me that started off with the money. I was like, and what do you have else to offer me besides money? Because just because you got money, you could be an asshole. I already been with an asshole. I'm not doubling back for round two.
Not spinning the block for asshole.
No. No. Not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you met a new guy. What's he about? What he talking about?
So
he the one who can't cook.
He can't cook.
Sorry, Mo. He's sorry already. I gotta check his
That's what I'm thinking.
Like, how the fuck you can't cook? I'm sorry, fellas. You gotta fucking know how to cook in 2023.
So I told him, I said, so he's out because he gotta have surgery. He gotta work because he gotta have surgery. So I told him, I said, you can go on TikTok and get some recipes and get the recipes and they tell you what you need and because he was like, his mama told him if you had a woman, you wouldn't be in this problem. I said, no, you can go on TikTok and look for some recipes. I said, TikTok is the best. You can find anything to cook on TikTok.
You can find anything on YouTube, too. Learn how to cook anything on YouTube. You could think of a recipe in your head and type it in on Google.
If you don't even know the recipe, just go to TikTok recipes.
Okay.
Go on TikTok and just search recipes. And it just
right there.
It right there. You ain't got to think of shit.
So what did he say when you told him that?
He saw, oh, okay.
He ain't interested in knowing how to fucking cook.
He ain't. And I ain't interested to take care of no man.
I'm finna say, what woman is gonna be trying to cook for your ass every damn night? Like,
And that ain't me. You know, my kids are 18. My son be 24 on Wednesday.
Right.
We don't cook every day.
yeah, I mean, you just, and even if you did, you might want to take turns at it.
So I was like, he's a nice guy. So the niceness has wore off because the nigga can't cook.
Okay.
He can wash clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to ask him, like, when it comes to cleaning up, man, what, you good at that, or can we share that responsibility and see what he says?
So his house, I went over his house. His house was clean, but it wasn't real clean.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't, let me say it wasn't junky.
Okay.
But it was,
He a bachelor.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was that kind of clean. Yeah. So I was like,
he might be busy. He might be working a lot.
he ain't working a lot. I just told you he at home because he got to have surgery. So he can get that shit together.
Okay.
So the second guy I met, he got a kid that lived with him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that's going to work out.
How old is the child?
15.
But you got kids live with you, though.
Yeah, but I typically go to the man's house.
Okay, but my question is, what difference does it make?
I can't go to his house.
Okay, y'all can't meet somewhere in the middle?
We
Why?
can date
Why he can't go to your house?
because I got my daughter.
Okay, and he got his son.
I know.
daughter.
So we ain't gonna be
When there's a
able
will, guess what?
we can't be able to lay it down no time soon.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Get a goddamn hotel room for the weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all both got children, so you got to give them a little slack. Y'all both have
Yeah.
children.
I'm not used to that.
Okay, but he might be the best thing going.
So I'm still talking to him.
Okay.
So I'm trying to work that out. But
I'm telling
he just came out of a 4-year relationship. So I'm like, sir, are you ready to date again?
How long ago was that?
2 months.
Man, motherfucker don't need to heal. Who next?
Y'all the most irresponsible, triggered niggas I've ever seen.
We trigger because y'all women are so triggery. Y'all
Whatever.
Y'all want everything, but wants to give nothing in return.
That's not, well, some women it could
I mean,
be.
it's like real deal. Think about it. Women want everything. They think that little hairy patch between their legs entitle them to everything, and it does not. Because why? Hairy patches come a dime a dozen. Like, why am I gonna give you everything I got, and you're not giving me nothing in return? What else? What else did you have to offer besides busting it open? I can go pay $200 or $300 and get somebody busted open and throw it on the nightstand and walk the fuck out and don't have to deal with their ass no more.
Hence, that's why I don't bust it open.
But I'm just saying though, it's like I get where you guys are coming from a lot of things, but a lot of times I'm confused on where you trying to go. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's always a roadblock or a barrier in between the relationship that's keeping everybody apart, and it doesn't have to be that way. Relationships should be awfully a lot easier than they are
Yeah,
today.
men make it difficult. She want a deadbeat dad.
She want a deadbeat
I don't want a
dad.
deadbeat dad. I don't have the responsibility of kids.
Right, but let me ask you a question. Does his child go to his mom's house or something?
As of now, nah.
Okay.
So that's
that
why.
may change.
Right. So, but it's still new. So I'm saying, like, right now, it's gotta figure that out.
Right.
The lazy motherfucker, his kids come every other week.
Yeah,
so,
but he don't know how to fucking cook.
Right. So he the lazy one.
But see, that's what I'm saying though. It's like.
But you tell me I can't be all hard, so I'm trying not to be hard on the niggas no more.
You can't be hard on them. But at the same time, that motherfucker need to know how to cook.
Well, lad, he don't know how to cook.
I'm saying, like, you got to know how to cook. And then the guy who has a child obviously know how to cook. Because he has a child, he has to feed.
He know how to cook.
Okay, so
I'm trying to be a little bit lenient.
you gotta weigh out. You gotta say to yourself, do I want to be with this nigga who don't know how to cook?
I don't want
Which
to be.
means he probably got a lot of other issues that I ain't came ahead yet because he's always had a woman take care of him.
Yeah.
Or do I want to be with this guy who's not a deadbeat dad? Thank you, Chief Remo. Who does know how to cook? He just has his child with him. He has custody of his child.
Yeah.
That's your responsibility.
I'm used to freedom.
I get it, but the child is 15. The child's not 5. He can go outside. I'm just trying to help you out. He can go outside sometimes. If y'all go on a date, he don't have to bring the child with him. Why? Because she's 15 or he's 15, right?
Yeah.
It's the girl, boy.
Boy.
He definitely don't have to go outside with him. He's 15 years old. He want his ass to go outside. So he can be at home caking with his woman. Come on now.
It's hard for me because I haven't had to deal.
You think too much about children. You think too much about his children because if his children was a problem with him having custody of the child, he would have been told you by now.
It's the old dudes with kids.
It's the old dudes with kids.
Yeah, I'm having a problem with these kids because there's a lot of men that got little kids too.
Chief Remo said, late night, child is asleep. At 1 o'clock in the morning, be like, hey, but you work at 3 o'clock in the morning, don't you?
I get up at 5.
Yeah, so you got from 1 to 5.
Yeah, so, but I'm finding that a lot of these men are having younger kids. So, like, it was a guy that was trying to talk to me. His kid is 7. So I had to ask him, what's your custody arrangement? He was like, whoa, we starting off like this? Yes, I need to know. I don't have little kids. And I need to know if we're dating compatible.
Right.
And I said, I apologize if this is intrusive, but I don't have little kids.
Right.
So.
And when I get ready to go, I'm gone.
I'm right.
And when I call you, say, let's go.
I need to know what this look like.
Well, I understand that. I mean, if you're not used to having but the 15-year-old is not, it's really not, I think you're thinking more to it than you need to. It's not a problem for him.
It may
not. It's a problem
not.
for you.
Because I'm not, like,
But you have a child. How old is your daughter?
My daughter's 18.
Well, you have a child, though. You have an 18-year-old. He has a 15-year-old. That's
okay, so listen, Labs. You're not listening.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
I have not had to deal with a man whose kid was there. So anytime I was ready to go over to their house, I could.
Okay, why you can't now?
Because the kid is there.
Did he say you can't come over here because my child here?
Yeah.
He told you can't come over here because my child here?
Yeah.
What was the reason why?
He said because his child was there and he just got out of the relationship. I said, I get it. I understood, but I wasn't even trying to come to see the kid because I don't want to see your kid anyway. Right. I don't want to see your kid. But I was under the assumption that the kid went over to the mama's house. Like, go back and forth.
You need to ask him that.
Yeah. I thought the kid wasn't there.
Well, you need to ask him. You need to say, hey, I'm trying to get to know you better. Do you have some kind of customary arrangement where I can come over and see you or whatever? We can go out and stuff because right now it's not. You gotta.
Because that when he explained it to me, that wasn't how he explained it.
Right.
He explained it to me that the kid lives with him during the week. So I'm like, it's the weekend. So I was assuming that the kid would go over to the mama's house on the weekend.
It might be sometimes he can't go over to the mama's house on the weekend.
I was like, oh, okay. But I wasn't even trying to come over there like that. I was like, but I said, I get it. I don't want to see a kid either. Shit.
So is it dating?
I don't like to see nobody fucking kids either.
So is a dating pool, is it that messed up for women?
It is. It's shit out here.
Yeah, but I think a lot of times y'all be looking over the guys who are not shit.
No, so another guy told me that he didn't want his, like, a lot of men are, I think the men have their own trauma just like women have their trauma and shit.
Right.
So a guy didn't want to talk to me because, I go out.
Right.
But I was like, if I have a guy, I won't go out as much, but I'm still going to go out.
Right.
But while we talking, I'm going out. Like, you ain't my man yet, so I'm going out.
Right.
So he had a problem with the way I went out. I'm fine.
But y'all not dating yet.
Right.
Y'all just talking.
Right. So it was an issue for him. I was like, all right, cool.
Okay. Did he say I have a problem with you going out?
He was like, he's the exact thing he said was, I've had a problem with women in the past, the way they go out and hang out in the streets.
Okay, I can.
I said, okay.
I can believe him on that. I've had the same issue.
I said, I understand.
Right.
I said, okay. I said, but if I have a man, I won't be out as much, or either my man will be out with me.
I get what you're saying, but I guess he was calling himself being upfront.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of people say you can't take your trauma and your baggage with you,
but you do.
You always do. Like you just saying, healing from 2 month relationship, from being in a relationship for 4 years. Actually, He's probably trying to heal, but to be honest with you, he's not gonna. He's always gonna carry that baggage with you.
Right, but what I was saying was, you like me. I know I still, even though I went to therapy for 6 years, I'm not what I was when I first came out of my marriage.
Right.
But I still have it, and I know I have some shit that would trigger me if you do some shit.
Right. See what I'm saying?
But my thing was, you just came 2 months. You just came out of a 4-year relationship. And there's some shit that I know that you have not gotten over.
Well, let's dial it back. It might not have been
it was a bad relationship.
A bad relationship.
He said it was a bad relationship. Shit, that was the words that came out of his mouth.
Oh, okay. Because I'm gonna say sometimes you could be in a relationship and it just ends amicably.
It didn't end amicably.
And you're right. Like they can be like, no, hey, this ain't working out. You like to go out too much. You know, you're like, you're right. You don't know how to cook. And
yeah, he said the shit should have ended a long time ago, and it went from bad to worse, and it just kept getting worse, and the shit was horrible. And so he realized before somebody got hurt, they needed to end the shit.
But see, it may not have been a case of where, but still, even on that, it may have been a case of where it may have not been where she cheated or did anything wrong. It was just that they were always arguing, and they wanted to stop arguing with each other. You get what I'm saying? And the way to do that is to let's get out this damn relationship.
Yeah.
So that's still amicably. It's just harsher. It's just harsher. Amicably. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Because if we arguing all the time, I'm like, God damn, I'm so tired of arguing with this motherfucker every time she come home. And you saying on your drive home, damn, I'm so motherfucking tired of arguing with this nigga when I get here. He don't cook or nothing. And then we say, you know what, Kay, I'm so tired of arguing with your motherfucking ass, like. And you like, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. I'm so tired of your ass not knowing how to cook and then arguing with you. We need to argue. Well, what you want to do? I'm tired of your ass. I'm tired of you too. Bet. Give me 2 months. I'm out of here. Bet. That's it.
So, I don't know.
Or you could be like, I found a taller nigga who don't have to look up at me, and I need to be with him. Well, I found a bigger nigga who could protect me at the club, and I need to be with him. Chief Remo says, hold on.
I can't see that.
Chief Remo says that, so you just looking for a sexual relationship. And then he said, because if you don't accept the man's kids, but looking for a relationship, how does that work? So, yeah.
Yeah, I think Chief Remo done took this all the way to the left. Yeah, you don't went left, Chief.
So, yeah, I'm asking, that's a good question, though. Like,
yeah. I don't have a problem with folks' kids, but I don't get into people's kids initially.
I get what you're saying. So you like to tiptoe in.
Yes, because I want to make sure the relationship is solid before you come around my kids, before I go around your kids. I like to get to know the person. I learn about your kids while we're dating. Right. And you learn about my kids, I learn about your kids, but I don't deal with kids until not unless they grown kids, but I don't interact with your kids unless we're in a committed relationship and this is actually going somewhere. Right. So if we're like 6 months in and we locked and then we committed and we selling down the street, we in a boat together, then okay.
I call that responsible. Actually, I think that's very responsible of you. I think that's smart because you don't want to get into somebody's child's relationship and then in the relationship end you kind of like the child a little bit. You get what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying. Now, okay, now that you've explained it, you're gonna say we understand now because we thought you was just like hell no, he got kids, but you got kids too. Yeah. But I get what you're saying now. See, Chief Remo. Oh, Brittany Brown says please define dating and talking. Isn't it the same thing?
It's not.
Okay, so break it down in fractions for me one time for Brittany Brown on Facebook.
So talking is we exchange numbers. I'm talking to you, you talking to me. You learn. I got kids, you got kids. We go on we go out, we mingle, we see what we got, we vibe. Okay. Dating is. This is my definition of dating. Your shit may be different. Okay. Dating for me is, okay, we're locked in. We're going to really try at this. And then we're going to move to see if we're going to become exclusive. That's the difference.
I didn't see no difference in what you just said.
I could talk to whoever the fuck I want to talk to.
Okay. So while talking, you can still talk to other people. Mm-hmm. Dating, you cut the other people off. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And we're moving towards exclusivity to see if we're gonna be in a committed relationship.
And talking, are y'all fucking?
If you want to, you can.
What? Let me tell you something.
But typically, it depends on the person.
Once you fucking nigga, we go together.
It depends on the person.
I'm sorry. Most of us niggas, we don't just be slanging dick like y'all think. If you fucking me, guess what? We go together.
It depends on the person. So for me, I'm if I'm dating you, I'm fucking you. But if I'm talking to you, I'm not fucking you.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like.
That's why I said it depends on the person.
Okay.
That's why I clarified. It depends on the person.
Okay.
For me, I'm not. But for other people, they can be.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Okay, so when you talking, you're not fucking.
Right.
You don't start fucking today.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm just throwing it out there. If you fucking me,
yeah.
Even if we ain't said we exclusive, we exclusive.
Yeah. Because 9 times out of 10, we've had the conversation on. You know what? I think we made this make it work. Mm-hmm. For me, I've had the conversation with you on what we doing? Is this look like we could maybe work this out? Do I think we can come off the app? What you doing? What I'm doing? Are you talking to anybody else? Is there any other prospects in your future? That's to me, that's when I come into the dating pool.
Okay, so is there a lot of people on dating apps? On these dating apps?
Fuck yeah. There's a lot of dating apps.
I know it's a lot of dating apps.
There's a lot of people on these dating apps.
Okay. Comedian Randy Scott says that's only if y'all fucking raw. No. That's fucking period. Because if we fucking raw, we damn sure go together. But if we fucking with condoms, we still go together. Because I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to break it down to you ladies. If you fucking a nigga with a condom or without a condom, and y'all don't think, and then you tell him you fucking somebody else too, it's gonna be a misunderstanding.
But most people,
I'm just gonna break it down to you like it's gonna be a fucking understanding.
But most guys will ask you, "Are you sleeping with somebody else?" before you even sleep with them.
What guy? So some guy go in the middle of they fucking, they gonna say.
No, I'm saying before you sleep with them, they'll ask you, "Are you sleeping with anybody else?"
I'm a guy. And if you ask, and if I say are you sleeping with somebody else? I guess there's roundabout ways to ask it. I guess we just don't come out and say, hey, you fucking somebody else. We ask other things.
9 times
we ask
10.
other ways.
No. A lot of guys will ask you, 1, am I sharing this with anybody else? Or 2, are you fucking anybody else?
I'll never ask you that shit.
Because
never.
if you coming off these dating apps, they're like
okay,
if
we on a dating app.
Yes.
But just in general,
like if you shoot your shot, if you meet somebody in real life, then you not.
Okay.
But coming off these dating apps, they asking.
Oh, okay.
Because they know you talking to other people.
Yeah, I'm with you, Chief Remo. I'm always thinking I'm talking to somebody else's girl.
Damn. Are y'all brothers, cousins?
I'm with you, Chief Remo. I'm always thinking y'all motherfuckers got somebody else. Let me tell you something. Women like you and Slick, a couple other women. Y'all motherfuckers that I know, y'all got ass and titties. Motherfuckers is shooting they shot to you all day, every day if you outside the streets. Bullshit.
They're not. That's why I'm on the fucking app.
Yeah, what the fuck ever, man. Or you so hard to them that
I'm not.
You turn them off, they don't.
What happens is I ask the guy, because they buy me my food and drinks all the time when I go out.
Uh-huh.
I asked the guy, I said, are you single? He said, yeah. And I asked him one day, I said, why didn't you shoot your shot at me? He said, because you have somebody.
Right.
And I said, oh, okay. I didn't tell him I didn't. I just left the shit like that. Because men naturally just think because I'm nice looking, I'm with somebody. And they don't shoot their shot.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying, though. They want to shoot their shot. And it's a few out there that be like, fuck, I don't give a fuck who she with. She ain't with me. I'm going to shoot my shot. So you may not be getting that shot at you all day, every day, but some motherfuckers are shooting their shots. Everybody ain't ski-timid like that. So nobody shoots their shots. Slick try to say the same shit when I talk to her about that shit. I'm like, I know motherfucker, when she's go out, and she like, nah, bullshit. I might have been born at night, but guess what?
They pay for my shit.
Last fucking night.
I go out, they'll buy me my drinks, and they'll pay for my food, but they do not shoot their shot.
That buying your drinks and paying for your food is shooting their shot. They expect you to come over and say thank you so they can spark up a conversation with
But
you.
I be sitting at the bar talking to them.
Okay, well that's shooting their shot. In some people's mind, when they buy your drink and buy your food, that is shooting their shot to you.
And I tell them thank you. The fuck?
What the fuck, man? So we basically gotta say, I bought your food and your drink, I'm trying to shoot my shot.
You gotta ask me for my number.
Oh my God. It's always such a stretch. It's always such a reach.
How do I know you want my... How do I know you single at this point?
So basically, because I'm buying your food and fucking drinks.
I be saying, some of these niggas don't be single though.
So you can't even, so I'm buying your food and drinks, you can't even give a nigga a reach around and just say, hey, here go my number, you want to call? Let's, whatever. I gotta feed you and reach around for myself?
Yes.
That's fucked up.
I'm not for it like that. What did the TV say?
Chief Remo said because women with someone make some dudes try to see you loyal and will come for you when they see you got a dude. That's true.
What happened?
He says that sometimes when a woman has a dude, some guys will try to see if you're loyal and then try to shoot their shot at you, see what you gonna do. Yeah, that happens. They'll come for you. Even if you got a dude, they don't give a fuck about if you got a dude.
But shit, I don't be having a dude. They don't come for me.
Yeah.
So I gotta wear a sign to say I'm fucking single.
No. But when I buy you your dinner and your drinks, we primarily shooting our shots. Y'all make men to be difficult than they are. They're not that difficult. We're simple people a lot of times. It just don't believe social media all the time. Like if we're buying your dinner and your drinks, we shooting our shot a little bit. Like,
so I have to give you my number and say
you don't have to
my
give
number.
my number, but you got to give us an opening. Like it's got to be somewhere we can feel like we can get your number because
if I'm sitting at the bar and I'm having a conversation with you, that's your opening.
Okay. Well, what? I don't know. You yeah, okay. I'm gonna let you.
Because if I don't want to be bothered, guess what the fuck I do? I put my AirPods in, I put my phone up, and I watch TV.
Okay. I got you.
If I don't want to be bothered.
I got you.
If I want to be bothered, I sit there and I was like, if the game, like I typically like to go when the game is on, so that way it give me an opportunity to talk to a motherfucker.
Right.
So I be like, hey, did you see that shot? Da 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 da. And I try to make conversation.
Right. Chief Remo says women expect men to be the aggressor. That's true.
That's true. I'm a traditionalist.
No, you're not.
Fuck out of here.
You're not a traditionalist, but you have a traditionalist ideal.
I am a traditionalist,
no,
Lab.
not.
I am
no,
Lab.
You're not.
I am
no,
Lab.
You're not.
Fuck you, Lab.
No,
I am Lab.
Traditionalist.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
What do you say I am, Lab?
I say you have traditionalist ideas, but you have traditionalist ideals when it comes to you. What does that say?
These men are tripped with they cheating asses.
Men don't cheat as much as women or as good as women. So Slick, get off that. We talking to the motherfucking chief. The chief of playing niggas, like she trying to throw that shit out there. This nigga's the chief of playing niggas. She will have you changing your other niggas' tire. Like, the fuck is she talking about?
I am a traditionalist.
She had another nigga come help her move out her other nigga house. What the fuck is she talking about? Kick rock, Slick. Anyway.
I am a traditionalist.
Right. You're a traditionalist. How? Give me your definition of what a traditionalist is.
I expect for the man to pursue.
Until when? Until you decide he's not to pursue anymore?
Until he gets me.
Okay, how long is that process?
What you mean, how long? Until you get me.
Okay, well... Nah.
Yes.
Okay. So you expect him to pursue you?
Yes. I open the door. It's like when the women used to drop the handkerchief, and then the man pick it up, and that's you. I sit at the bar, I talk, I smile, I laugh. That's your opening, nigga.
To say something, to get your number and see where it can go.
Yes.
But if you notice that he's nervous, then what you do?
I move the fuck on. I can't make you be a man. The fuck? What's happening?
See how hard the dating pool is around here? See, Slick said depending on how good he looks. That's true. So y'all let shit slide depending on how attractive y'all are to the man. Yeah.
It depends on how attracted we are to the man. We may not be the man type. He may like the conversation.
If I'm buying your food and drink, guess what? You my type. Cause I ain't buying no bugaboo, no food and drink if I don't like how she looks.
You may just think I look nice that day, but may not be nice enough for you to want to take me home a date.
Look. I'm not spending no money on a person I think that just look nice that day.
How he carry himself?
Yeah, how he carries himself. Because he said ugly men are caking too. Right.
Ugly men got money. That goes back to the initial question you asked. Some women will fuck with a nigga just because they got money. Mm-hmm. They could be ugly as the bottom of your shoe, but if they got money, they don't give a fuck.
Right.
I've had those conversations. I'm like, what the fuck you doing with this nigga?
He got money.
He had money.
I tell you early, money makes the ugly go away, the skinny go away, and the height makes the height taller.
Yeah, it don't for me.
It's surprising how much a woman has a type and a standard until money is involved.
And
I'm not talking about all women. I'm just talking about a lot of women. It's amazing to me how much their type changes when money gets involved. Like, I'm 5'6", 5'7", and most women be always talking about they want a 6'2", 6'3" guy and all that shit. But if I had $15-20 million, guess how tall I'd be then? 6'2", 6'3". It's amazing how much
you'll be at 8 feet, 8 foot then.
Right. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of times us guys don't take y'all seriously, because it always seems like there's a revolving door and the standards and situations change based on the guy and the money that he has, and we just don't take y'all seriously about a lot of things. It's not y'all fault. It's just the way the world works today.
My standards don't change. I go off of characteristic traits.
Because like me, when I was married, I know. Nobody has to fucking tell me. I know I was the best husband there was. Support everything, do everything, whatever we want to do, we do. We try to make it happen. And had kept good job, motherfucker barely worked and all. And then she cheated on me with a nigga that barely could keep $40 in his pocket. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing all this extra shit to make sure you good, but you go off a fucking nothing ass nigga. Like, so it's kind of like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it makes you think like, fuck these motherfuckers. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. That's why I'm so
bitter.
Evil. I'm not bitter. I'm evil. I don't give a fuck about y'all because I know y'all should have changed eventually. Like, I can lay the red carpet out for you motherfuckers and give everything y'all want.
But not all women are like that. Just like not all men are fucked up ass niggas either.
That's true, but let's just say I'm
bitter.
I'm 99 out of 100.
Bitter.
On the other side.
You bitter ass nigga.
I'm not bitter. I just know the truth, and the truth is that you motherfuckers just y'all just not.
All women are not like that. Just like all men like that.
Women are not like that. I'm just saying.
There's always another man with more money.
Always. It's always another man with money. That is so true, Tree Remo. So it's like, but then there's always another man with no money that a motherfucker go off and fuck. So it don't. See what I'm saying? It is.
Just like y'all like bottom ass bitches.
Them bomb ass bitches be putting out though. like Hood used to say, motherfucker, woman with a mattress on the floor and curves up to her windows to fuck the shit out you.
A regular woman will too.
Shit me.
And in reality, it's a lot of them
can't climb. Like women can't climb that ladder to that height of that man with his money. You know, you think about all these women on these reality shows with the basketball wives and how they always say their husband cheating because everybody looking for the man that she has. A lot of women looking for the man that she has. Well, here I am, working where I work. Y'all ain't looking for me. But I'm good with that. Keep my money in my pocket that way.
You bitter though.
I ain't bitter.
You is bitter.
I am gonna tell y'all how I feel about it though. I am gonna tell y'all how I feel about you as a person. If I feel like you ain't shit, I'm gonna tell you ain't shit. We ain't gonna have no qualms about it. They like their dusty feet bitches.
Y'all do. Y'all do. That's what my ex-husband cheated with.
Them dusty feet bitches But them dust feet bitches put their legs behind their head and
Go on, sit down somewhere, lad.
and slob and everything all down your balls and everything, and you ain't gotta do the propel light bill.
Whatever, lad.
All you other classy hoes, you gotta pay car notes and mortgages and barely get sex once a week. Like, so, dusty feet or clean feet with no sex. I'm gonna go with the dusty feet with a lot of sex and one light bill. Huh?
No. That's a whole nother problem, too.
What's the problem?
The sex?
The sex what? How often we want it or how often y'all don't want to give it? Which one is it?
It's been for me how often I want it.
So men can't handle the pressure? Jesus, where the fuck are you? You gotta stop. Stay out these dating apps. Stay outside and meet motherfuckers outside. Like,
Do you know how much I be out?
Why you meeting all these goddamn weirdos, man?
Do you know how much I be out, Labs?
Man, who the fuck wanna?
Do you know how much I be out,
Why the fuck
Labs?
you keep meeting these non-sexual, non-cooking ass niggas? Where you meeting these motherfuckers at? What app is that? Delete that app, please.
I deleted. I'm on a new one now.
Okay, right.
But do you know how much I be out? I be out a lot. Why you think I be out?
I'm just saying though, like, obviously the apps ain't working for you. You meet motherfuckers who can't cook, then you meet motherfuckers who can't handle sex on a office basis.
They say I'm too much.
Well, them some weak ass bitches, cause for real.
I was like, I said the only reason why I could be too much if you fucking other people and you lying about it.
Not only that, man, motherfuckers is crazy. I don't know no nigga, no real nigga, let's put it that way, who gonna turn down fucking. I don't give a fuck with me and you just fucked 3 hours ago. And you say you wanna fuck again, I'ma make that shit happen. It just ain't. It ain't. Nah, it may be a time where I be like, damn, girl, we just fucked, a little while ago. Give me 15 minutes to breathe. And then let's get at it. But it ain't gonna be no case of where, cause you know why? Cause I don't want you to have to go find it somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? Because, like Slick say, everybody cheating. Who is a one-person lover? There's a lot of one-people lovers out here, I'm sure of. We just don't know any of them. We don't travel in them circles. We travel in cheater circles.
Because I tell people this up front when I meet them. Because it's a requirement of mine. And they say they can handle it. And some people have left me off the rip. They stopped talking to me off the rip.
So give me the requirement.
3 to 5 times a week.
That's not no fucking pressure.
Apparently it is. Because
you can meet in the middle and do 4 times a week.
So it's 3 to 5 times a week. And my quickie time is like 20 to 30 minutes. That's a quickie.
Okay.
My regular time is longer than that, and we're not including foreplay.
Okay.
So, and then if we do it like 2 or 3 times in a day, that's not my 3 to 5 times a week.
Okay. That don't spread out over the day. Well, these niggas is dumb. They don't know how to break that shit down like fractions and make it happen.
So, they say I'm too much.
That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up, man.
So, they was like, I'm too much. The one that go out all the time, initially, it was supposed to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for us. We were supposed to put it on the timetable. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And he was like, you too much.
Yeah, but
and then
the one who go out all the time, he fucking somebody else. I'm just going, we ain't talking about that nigga.
The one that, and then you remember I had the friends with benefit. He was, because I went younger, because I was like, maybe I need somebody younger. So he was 35.
Well, he taking perks and drinking a lot, so we're going to leave him out.
Well, he didn't take perks, but
he drank a lot.
He smoked cigars.
That's the problem.
But he worked out, so I figured if he worked out...
If your lungs are full of smoke, you still like you breathing, you still like you got water on your lungs. You still going to breathe hard. I don't give a fuck how much you work out. If you smoking a lot, Anybody can chime in on this. If you smoke a lot and you work out, it does not matter. You still have that smoke on your lungs. Chief Remo say, if your booty big, I'm live action. And if that mouth do magic, you will never get turned down. Slick asks Remo, then what, Remo?
Why do you cheat?
Why did you cheat? I don't think Chief Remo cheat. I think she cheat. I don't know. Did you cheat, Chief Remo, in your relationship? Okay. After Corona, she changed and started being domestic. Started to be domestic. I don't know what that means.
So who cheated? Did somebody cheat? Or nobody cheated. I'm confused.
I don't know. I don't know if nobody cheated. I think maybe he cheated. Maybe she wanted to be at home all the time after Corona.
Oh, and she wanted to be domestic?
Yeah, she wanted to be domestic. But anyway.
So
are these guys, none of them could fit the bill sexually, personally, all of them. It was too much pressure.
It was too much pressure. So
3 to 4 times a week is too much pressure. Like that's what they're telling you.
Yeah, so I'm waiting on the new guy. See what the new guy.
But he got kids, so that'll never happen.
Yeah, so we got to work through that. We got to see if we even get to the dating stage. So we get to the dating stage and we'll figure it out. But she
stabbed me. Okay. That's a good reason for she on her ass. That motherfucker stabbed me. I'm swinging dick everywhere. And I'm going to let you know. Oh, you know I was out fucking last night because you stabbed me. Right, real deal.
Think about your friends and how much of them are faithful.
I don't have to think about that. I have no friends.
I can't stand you sometimes.
I don't have to think. Let me think about that. Nope, don't have any friends. Don't have to worry about that circle.
So I have the new guy, and we'll see. The lazy guy, I don't think he'll be able to stand up to it either.
Yeah, I don't think you should talk to the lazy guy no more. Because he don't know how to fucking cook. I'm disappointed in the fact that a 43-year-old man don't know how to cook his own fucking meal. Sorry, that's just the way I feel. I feel that all men, if they don't know how to do shit else, should know how to cook. You should not be waiting for a woman to cook your meal at over 30. Sorry, you just shouldn't do it. It's dumb as fuck if you are. And I'm done. I'm disappointed in you as a man. DJLab said it. You can follow me at DJLab1202 and tell me your opinion about it, and I'm still gonna tell you, kick rocks, cut the corner with your no cooking ass. You gonna starve to death waiting on these motherfucking women to cook for you. You lazy bastards. Anyway, moving on. Moving on.
So that's where I'm at. So
Slick say you turn these men out. You turn them out. That's what you're doing. I believe it. I believe you are turning their ass out. Yeah. Yeah, they can't handle it. They scared of it. Yeah, that's what it is. You gotta stop. You can't lay it all on them. You gotta give them bits and pieces of it. Because if you don't see them trying to lay it on you, you don't lay it on them. That lets you know right there that they are not ready to give all, and you shouldn't give all either. Like you shouldn't be busting over, putting your leg behind your head, giving them the Gawk 3000, bending it over, and all that old shit. You should just give them a missionary 1 or 2 times, and then maybe throw a little leg up and see what happens. But you can't give it all to them at once, because then you gonna know they can't fucking handle it. Nah, man. Don't give them all of it at once. Just give them a little bit at a time. A little drop at a time. See what happens. That's what you got. You know what? That's your new fucking mission. Lab has discovered KK's new mission in her dating scene. This is it. We're going to let you go out, so you got to go.
I'm good.
Your new mission for the dating scene. When you start fucking, when you start dating, you start fucking. Give it to them a drop at a time. Give them a little bit at a time. Don't give them it all. Don't open the floodgates on the first fuck. Oh, creak it open just a little bit. One notch.
Whoa.
No, listen.
I didn't do it the first time.
Listen. No.
Maybe the second time.
No, not the second time. I'm telling you. A little bit at a time. Your dial number is 20. You're going to give them a little bit at a time until you get to 20. And no, we're not talking about when you're doing it 3 times a week and at the 20th time in the month, you're going to give it to them. I'm talking about one click a month. 1 click a month.
Oh, I ain't going to be able to handle that.
Yeah, you are.
No.
You are stronger than you think you are. Because you just open the floodgates and get them everything. Some men just can't handle that shit. Then there's other men who give you everything, and when you give them everything, it's going to be on the popping. But you obviously haven't met that guy yet. So you got to give them a little bit at a time. A little bit. Keep them coming back for more. So you throw that one leg up, then they going to come back and see what that other leg do. See what I'm saying? Slick says, fuck the dating apps. Who found a good match that way? Have you found it? No one. You haven't found one yet, have you?
Not yet, but I ain't giving up.
Yes. Chief Remo said superpower's going to kick in. See what I'm saying? You got to.
She said, stop putting sex on the schedule. I don't put it on the schedule.
And don't put it on schedule.
I don't put it on the schedule.
She just like to have it.
Yeah.
And when she around you, she might want to fuck you.
He the one putting it on the schedule. I didn't put it on the schedule.
Right, so like if you date somebody and you just happen to go over their house and you may not fuck. But then the next day you might come home and you be like, damn, I want to fuck. Right. Right? It's not every time you see him.
No.
Okay.
But initially, he was trying to put it on the schedule to see if he could meet the requirements of the 3 to 5 times a week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that should have been a sign for you right there. That should have been a fucking sign for you. So you ain't tell us that in the beginning. You ain't give us that little tidbit of information in the beginning. That shit is your sign right there. If a nigga gonna tell you, well, let's do this a little bit so I can see if I can handle the 3 times a week. What lame ass nigga gonna want to see if they can? Most niggas go be like, hell yeah, and try to go with it if they can't fucking handle it. You'll never know. I'ma do what it make it do. I don't give a fuck. Ain't no nigga gonna tell you, let me see if I can handle it 3 times a week. Fuck going on?
Does a quick 5-minute work sometimes in a relationship for you? Fuck no.
No. See, we talk about that shit all the time. Man, I throw a quick 5 minutes on nigga.
No.
I don't want no fucking 5 minutes.
I don't want no 5 minutes.
Plus, then I'm gonna be thinking about.
It takes me longer to get undressed.
I'll be thinking about the time because I'm thinking like that. My mind works like that. If you tell me 5 minutes, I'm like, damn, 5 minutes.
It takes me longer to get undressed than it does for that 5 minutes.
What's the question, Chief Remo?
Chief Remo, call 678-740-9894. Chief Remo, call, goddammit.
Yeah. So yeah, that should have been a sign for you right there. See, you gotta tell us like you giving this little bit of information as you go. That's how you gotta sex these motherfuckers. A little bit at a time. You can't get. That should have been your sign right there. Right. Should a man ask a woman how many times she likes to have sex a week, or just get in when he wants it?
I think that's the problem. A lot of people don't talk about this shit, and then y'all get together and y'all realize y'all not sexually compatible. And then y'all need to talk about this shit. I talk about my shit.
I agree with you like that. Like a lot of people do not talk about their sexual requirements. I agree with you because, yeah.
Because then you get with a motherfucker and she only want to fuck once a month, and then you mad, then you out here cheating, and she mad because you cheating, but y'all didn't talk about this shit. The fuck? Hey.
Yeah, I agree. I think I don't know how you can ask it or how you can communicate it. That I don't know, but I think the conversation should be had before y'all get into that side of dating. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of motherfuckers think they be compatible just because it's a man and a woman or whatever it may be.
Right.
And they both won't have sex, but one might be freakier than the other.
Yeah. Don't let it be. Fuck that, Slick. It's not natural.
Sex is not.
Sex itself is natural, but the compatibility of what somebody needs is not natural. My needs is more than somebody else needs.
Sex in the modern day is not a natural thing that can happen. Like, you can't walk in from work and be like, "Oh, I want to have sex," and then do it because it don't work that way. Like, it's just you got kids, you got parents, you got friends that might come over, you got to work, you got to wind down. There's a lot of things that go into natural, and it's not natural in the modern day and age. You can't just be looking at each other and be like, "Oh, you want to do it? I want to do it." Nah, because my grandchild right here. It just Or now because my son just walked through the door. It don't work that way. You get what I'm saying? Like,
and then like for me, I started foreplay before I even get home. Like I started sexting on the phone. Some people don't sex. Like the texting on the phone. Mm-hmm. Some people don't do that shit.
Do none of that. That phone sex shit works.
Yeah, so the compatibility, you need to know if the compatibility is there, because some people, you try to send some women a sex on the phone, they be like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't send me this shit while I'm at work.
You are so right.
So that's why I'm saying you need to have these conversations.
He says, or ways sexual arousement works. Because someone can be looking good, but sometimes not arouse you like someone else's injury. Like, it's not just that simple. And you're right, it's not just that simple. Like, for me, when I'm in a relationship with somebody and I'm feeling that person, like if I'm in a relationship, if I look at a motherfucker, I'm like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Because, and it don't have to be the lingerie. It could be a pajama pants and the toe-up t-shirt. It just don't matter to me. Because I'm into that person. But yeah, it just don't work that. It's not just that simple. He's right. It's not just that simple.
What's sex say?
She's saying hi to somebody else.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not just that simple. Because she said, how does sexting work, but quickies don't? Because sexting, because when you sexting and texting somebody sexually, it's arousing you for the act.
Right.
It's not rushing through the act to get 5 minutes in. It's like, if she sends me a picture of pussy, like, you finna get this when you get home. Now I'm thinking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you like, oh shit.
Or I'm gonna suck the shit out of your dick or something like that. That's getting you aroused. So yeah, that's leading to it.
That's not rushing through it because you're trying to get 5 quick minutes in. And who the fuck can say they had sex 5 minutes? I don't get that mentally. Like, I
can't get an orgasm in 5 minutes.
And if it's just to touch some coochie, I'm good on that. I don't need to just touch coochie for 5 minutes. That's
why I have to clarify to people. My quickie is 15 to 20 minutes.
Right.
Well, that may be somebody else regular sex.
Right.
I have to, and that's why, Chief Remo, that's why I say people need to have these conversations, because what worked for the last girl may not work for the next girl.
Right.
And that's what be fucking these relationships up.
Right.
Because what you did for her, you can't do for me.
Right.
And going in thinking you finna fuck me for 20 minutes, sorry, you're wrong. Because my 20 minutes, because a motherfucker said, well, we had sex for 40 minutes. I said, no, you thinking you had sex for 40 minutes. I said, 40 minutes, does it include your the foreplay? He was like, yeah, nigga, that's 20 minutes. Fuck that. No. I need complete 40 minutes of sex.
Right. And that's true. You can't do for one what you do from other. That is very true. But yeah, sexting is, you gotta have more foreplay. You gotta, I don't know. I don't think people in the modern day know how to foreplay. Like, when I was young, luckily for me, I had 5 hoish uncles.
And sexting is a form of foreplay.
They used to cake on the phone before it was caking.
Right.
And talk shit and may not even see the girl for 2 or 3 days. And I'm like, why are you always on the phone talking to her like that? He said, because when I get there,
it's on and popping.
I ain't got to warm it up. It's already warm.
And that's what people don't realize with sexting. Sexting is a form of foreplay. Yeah. It's on and popping.
I mean, he said, and my uncle used to always tell me, I'd be like, girl, you be on the phone for like 3 hours. He said, yeah, I'm warming that motherfucker up. And tomorrow I'm going to start it. I was like, okay, okay.
He said a man got to pace
himself with you. Slick say people got to be willing to try new shit. That's true. Not really about his pleasure, but hurt yours first, then his. That's true. I mean,
that's true.
That's true. Most men are always going to want to please the woman first, the best way he can. And most men, well, that means I'm saying not most men. Me, I'm always trying to do the freakiest shit to the woman that I can, because I want her to be like, this nigga freaky as fuck. Like, I want her to know that I'm willing to try anything with her. But yeah, you gotta foreplay that shit. You gotta do shit, and it gotta be natural. Like, a motherfucker who's hard or whatever, and then they try to foreplay, you go like, that shit don't even, like, it's gonna seem out of place. You get what I'm saying? So it's gotta be a natural thing. It's just gotta be what it is. I don't think people know that.
Yeah.
I don't even think. Do you think it can be learned if you don't, like, after a certain age, like if you after you're 35, 40 years old, and you trying to learn how to foreplay, I think it's too fucking late.
You can still learn.
Okay.
I think people could still learn. But if they...
You just stop popping gum.
I did. I think it could be learned, but somebody may have to teach you.
Right, but as we get a certain age, we pretty much stuck in our ways.
Yeah.
And we don't want to change the way that we doing things because we feel that it has been successful for us to do things in them ways. Even me, shit, I'm 53, but you got to be willing to learn things, I guess.
Yeah. So I think if you willing to learn, then it's possible. But if I guess that's the way to say it. You have to be willing and accepting to want to learn something new.
Right. I just don't think. To me, I think foreplay is a natural thing. It's something not foreplay like that, but sexting and talking shit to people sexually it's not a learned thing. It's something that has to be known naturally to me, because there's certain ways you can do it that could turn a motherfucker off. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But even still, some people are not accepting of it. So like, even if you did it, and I'm not accepting of it,
and I'm not gonna do it no more.
But I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Why he sending me this shit?
Right.
It's still not gonna.
Or when I send it to you, you don't send nothing back to me. It's crickets.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know why he doing it. Why you talking to me like this? It's in the middle of the day. So some people don't realize the concept of it if somebody doesn't tell them.
Right.
So like, you still have to, babe, when I was, talking nasty to you earlier today, what happened?
Right.
Like, oh, that's what you was doing? Like, you got to have that conversation.
Right.
And you was like, you ain't never had, because some people may have never had it before. Mm-hmm. And then you were like, no, I ain't, nobody's ever did that to you before. They was like, no. Well, this is what happens, X, Y, Z, because some people may have never had it done to them, so they don't know what you're doing. So hence the learned behavior, where you have to learn it. Because you be fucking with me all the time. You be talking about I'm hard, but I'm really I'm a little teddy bear. I'm a soft teddy bear.
Yeah, you, Slick, Donna, y'all some hard motherfuckers.
I'm a soft teddy bear. I'm a soft teddy bear.
Y'all hard nut to crack. But yeah, you right.
So you may have to talk to them and find out what happened. Hence the communication. People don't communicate. People don't want to communicate. People just want to catch an attitude. I'm like, shit, I ain't doing it no fucking more. But instead of finding out what happened, babe, when I text you this earlier today, why you didn't respond back? To find out.
But how do you have that? I'm like, because now I'm embarrassed. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why the conversation probably is never had. Once you send out the text or whatever you may send sexually to that person, why the conversation is not have afterwards? Because I'm embarrassed now. Because you didn't respond. You didn't say anything. So now I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? Did I put myself out there too far? Is this person going to be mad? So I'm embarrassed now. So we're not going to have the conversation, because if you don't present it to me in the conversation, or when you present it to me, I'm already pissed off or I'm already embarrassed. So when you start talking about it, I'm going to say, I don't want to talk about that, because you didn't respond. So it's generally a reaction to your action. You didn't say anything or give me any signs that it was cool or say anything back. So now I'm embarrassed and I'm hurt because I just sent this out to you and you ain't said shit back to me. And then when we get to the house, you're going to want to say, well, when you sent me that, what was you meaning? And I'll be like, no, I'm good, because I'm embarrassed now.
But you got to have a conversation to find out, because, again, you got to remember, everybody upbringing, everybody's situation, everybody has different things. So you can't assume everybody has went through this. So you got to have a conversation. So I'm going to give you a perfect example.
Okay.
Homeboy, the 2-month boy.
Okay.
So I like taking pictures. Okay. So whenever I go out, I send pictures to whoever I'm fucking with. So you'll know what I'm looking like. So you can't have no assumptions that I went in the streets looking sexy as a motherfucker. Even though I ain't with you, you don't think what I went out in.
Okay.
So last weekend, I went out in a whole little sundress. Mm-hmm. It was tight and everything. Mm-hmm. So when I saw him last weekend, I went over there in the sundress. And when I came in, no, back up. So prior to that, I was sending the pictures. So I asked him, because he don't respond back to the pictures. He don't like the pictures. He don't heart the pictures. He don't say shit about the pictures. So I asked him. I said, do you get the pictures? I said, do you get the pictures that I send you? He said, yeah, I get the pictures I send you. Mm-hmm. I said, oh, okay. I said, I just want to make sure. I said, because you don't respond to them when I send them to you. Mm-hmm. He said, what am I supposed to say or do to the pictures? I said, oh, okay. I said, you didn't know you were supposed to like the pictures or dislike the pictures or say, babe, you look good in the pictures? He said, no, I didn't. I said, okay.
So then after you sent pictures, after you had that conversation...
I stopped sending the pictures.
See what I'm saying?
I stopped.
You stopped sending the pictures because you was already pissed off about the fact that you even had to have that conversation with him.
I wasn't pissed off, but I understood at that point that he didn't know what he was supposed to be doing with the pictures, and I understood that, okay, so like you said, he's 50, no, he's 48. So at this point, I was like, okay, so women has never done this for you in the past, so you didn't know what to do with these pictures, so there's no need of me keep doing it. So then last Saturday, I was like, okay, I'm going to get out my petty party, because I be in my petty party.
Right, and you was being very petty because you just said prior you got to have a conversation with a person and so they can learn the behavior.
I took the picture of me going out in my little sundress because I was cute and I was popping.
Okay.
And I sent it to her.
Okay.
I didn't get no reaction. So when I went...
Now you stopped sending the picture.
So when I went over there, he said, this what you went out in? I said, yeah. I said, I sent you the picture. He said, but... He said, I can't... He said, when you send me those pictures... He said, I can't really tell what you really be going out looking like.
That's a fucking picture.
I said, what do you mean? I said, what do you mean you can't tell? Because when I send them to the other niggas, they know the fuck I'm looking at. Because I send the exact same picture to him, to this nigga, and to this other nigga.
See what I'm saying?
So.
Bullshit, and bullshit.
Whatever. Because I want to see if somebody gonna recognize what the fuck I look like.
So you got, like Chief Remo said, you always talk to somebody else, girl. So you sending 12 pictures to 12 different niggas.
I just want to see if I'm gonna do somebody see what the fuck I look like in this dress. So I was like, okay. So he was like, you went out in this dress like this? I said, yeah, it's sundress season. He said, oh, okay. He said, well, you was looking mighty good in this dress. I said, well, thank you. But I'm thinking, why couldn't you say that in the text message? So he'll say it in person, but he won't say it in a text message.
He's slow. She being real. Right, she is being real. This picture to this picture, this nigga to this nigga to this nigga. You're right. She is being real. I can give her that. You tell the truth on that. Yeah. Fellas, don't ever think you just the only one getting the fucking picture. I don't care for how long you've been married to her.
Until I'm committed.
I don't care how long you've been committed. Don't ever think you the only one getting the picture. I'm sorry. It don't work that way.
Until I get committed.
Okay. All right.
When I get committed, then I'll stop sharing my pictures.
The rate you going, that's never going to happen.
Hey, Lance!
You stop the dating apps. Just stop it for a little while and see what happens. Don't keep talking to these lame ass niggas on these dating apps because they obviously don't have it all together.
All right, Remo, one more question, then we gonna end the show.
We're going to wrap it up.
All right, come on,
You talked for 2 hours. We talked for 2 hours today.
Yeah, I did good.
You did very good. Look. You did very good. Go ahead and type it in. Nah, we're not going to do that. Do women need multiple men's attention to feel like they are attractive or have that appeal?
I just need one man's attention.
But you sent it to several different.
Yeah, because I ain't committed to nobody. I'm not committed to nobody.
So let me slide to this question Slick asked earlier. So people swinging and having open relationships, do y'all think that's a good idea?
I don't.
You don't think that's a good idea?
No.
I don't either. It's too much pressure. I think it's too much pressure.
I don't share. I don't play well in the sandbox. I'm going to throw sand.
You don't do communal?
I don't do communal. I'm going to throw sand every motherfucking where. I'm going to throw sand everywhere.
So you just go kick over the sandbox.
Kick that motherfucker over. I like attention. Like for me, even though I get up, I dress nice, I may wear my booty shorts and my tight shirts when I go out. Believe it or not, I don't like the attention. I dress for me, but I don't like the attention because I've gotten the attention my entire life. I really don't like the attention. I only want the attention from the man I'm fucking with. So hence, if he would have said, babe, I look sexy as a motherfucker in the thing, I would have never sent the picture out to everybody else.
And you might just pull it up on him to let him see how you look out of the thing.
Yeah, but because he didn't respond, I'm like, fuck, I don't look good in this shit.
Right. Let me see what this guy thinks.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, man. That's really think about it. That's fucked up. He didn't respond. Fuck it. Let me see what Frank thinks. Let me see what Raheem thinks. Oh, Frank didn't respond. Fuck Frank then. Let me see what Raheem thinks.
Yeah, I know I look good as shit in this motherfucking dress today. I had a split and everything.
That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. All right, well, it's been a wonderful show. We've had K Lady 17_17. Follow on Instagram, please. We had her on the show. She did a great job hosting by herself. Miss Mixlot is running her other businesses today. Slick is always in the building. And we appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you so much, Chief Remo, for all the questions. Everybody that asked questions. The Atlanta Experiment, all you guys who asked questions. We appreciate you. Brittany Brown, thank you so much. And we out. You got anything you want to say before we go?
Nope. Same time, same place. See y'all on Sundays.
That's right.
Westside, Misfits, yeah, you're independent, this the mix, you need to get up in it. 3 to 5, the show be lit from start to finish. Hit them up to slide through and promote your business. DJLab known to keep the hottest record spinning. Mix a lot and Tay-Mac discuss the hottest topic. There's not a 2000 to let you know what's really poppin'. Miss Slick gon' make sure she get the angles right. Making moves even though she staying out of sight. Check the website, Misfits Media Group. Keep it 100 cause that's how they gon' give it to you. Something for anyone and everyone from every walk. 365, 24/7, got music and talk. Sundays, you know we getting in the mix. 3 to 5 with Westside.